Okay. I'm sorry. I I have no idea what happened. Wait, can you guys still see me or no? Oh gosh. Mm. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. I don't know what that was. Unfortunately, my second camera that I'm filming this live on, like, I don't know, it went bye-bye for some reason. And I don't know if I could change it back because it wasn't working. So we're just gonna roll with it. Um, how about I just like move my camera to my other side because that is my better side. So we're just gonna say goodbye to my camera here. Um, I do apologize for this technical difficulty. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I have no idea what I'm doing clearly. But if you guys ever do decide to go live yourself, now you know from my mistakes. Just use your camera webcam. Don't try to be all fancy like me. That's okay though. All right, we're just gonna move y'all over to this side because I like this side of my face better. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, I thought it was a Wi-Fi problem too, but I guess my camera just sucks. So we're gonna keep going. But I appreciate your patience with me. Oh my god, I was like freaking out. Every second that was going by, I'm like, oh my god, like this is really bad. So I'm sorry to have these difficulties, but we're just gonna keep moving, pretend nothing happened. But yeah, you guys can ask me any questions. I could also answer some questions that people asked me like a few days ago and today. Um, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, make sure that you're doing that because I post like updates and stuff. When I post, maybe I can write it in the chat here. Allison.Beck. There's my Instagram right there. So go follow me if you aren't already. Not that I'm like an interesting person on there. I'm honestly more interesting on YouTube. But if you want to like see updates and stuff, you can follow me on there. Somebody who took my survey asked me how I support myself. I don't know if it was clear. I probably never really talked about it, but I'm an aesthetics instructor at a cosmetology school. So that is how I support myself is like I have two jobs. The first one being aesthetics instructor. If you don't know what aesthetics is, it's like skin. So I think most people who watch my videos, like it's a lot of skincare. So it's cool because the work kind of goes hand in hand. Like I'm talking about skincare to my students, and I'm also talking about it in YouTube. So yeah, speaking of skincare, I'm working on something very exciting that has to do with skincare and like creating a community for people to share their skincare journeys to each other and to learn about skincare and to just like make it more accessible. So that'll be coming out sometime in November. There will be a more official launch date closer to then, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. And then obviously the other thing I do is YouTube, which most people don't realize it takes more time than a 9 to 5 job. Because when you like come home, like let's say you went out like filming somewhere else. When you come home, it's like the work just doesn't end by the time you walk in the door. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna sit down to like make my thumbnail. I'm gonna sit down to edit. So it's so much more work, but I think it's just as rewarding as like a normal job, even more so for me. I don't really need this mic, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna like take it out of my shirt. I love your glass skin. My skin is not glass. I don't know how the quality in my camera computer is, but my skin is not glass. I have blemishes, hyperpigmentation. What you see on the internet is not real. A lot of people like fake things or they use filters. So yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows all the time. Before my live crashed on me, I was like talking about having like acne, and hyperpigmentation, dark spots, and combination skin, and like how that has been a struggle for me because it's hard to find products that don't like aggravate my skin. So that's why I think really simplifying things and bringing it to the basics, not trying to overwhelm your skin too much is honestly that's going to be the best solution for you. And I learned that the hard way after I damaged my skin barrier, which I actually made a video about. So that'll be coming out next week, next Wednesday. Do I have TikTok? Yeah, but I don't really post on there. You can honestly find me if you just like look up my name, but it's not that serious. It's just for funsies. What can I use instead of vitamin C serum? That's a good question. If you have like, if you're using vitamin C to brighten your skin, you can use niacinamide. Niacinamide is a really versatile skin ingredient that evens out skin tone, fades blemishes. It's great for sensitive skin. So if you get irritated by using vitamin C, try niacinamide. What is my favorite skincare product? Lately, it's been this Dr. G red blemish soothing cream, but I would have to say like the one I've been using the longest is like this guy. This is the Acwell Licorice pH Balancing Cleansing Toner. So yeah. What am I getting ready for? A date. A date. Just keeping it real. I'm going on a date. And I don't really know like what the rest of the day has in store. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Somebody also asked me like what relationship advice I have, and I wrote some notes. So let's see what I wrote. They were like, I don't want to spill all this person's secrets, but they said they struggle with they fear that they won't find a partner and that they'll grow old alone and then die alone. There's a lot of like uncertainty about who I'm going to fall in love with, like who am I going to marry one day, which I totally understand because that is a real genuine concern. I don't think anybody wants to be alone for the rest of their lives. Unless you just hate people, then that's okay too. Um, just my advice is like never change yourself to the idea of what you think other people want you to be, because I think a lot of the time we're always asking ourselves the question like, how can I be more attractive? How can I get people to like me? Should I dye my hair? Should I like start wearing false lashes? Like, how do people find me more attractive? And those are all valid questions, and that's all stemming from a concern that people won't actually like you for who you really are. But you have to become so comfortable with yourself to the point where you're like, okay, if nobody, like, let's say we're at a party, if nobody here at this party finds me like desirable, that's fine. Like, they're not the representation of the entire world. I truly believe like there's somebody out there for every single person. So don't limit yourself to even the people like in your neighborhood. You can find like a lot of good people all over the planet on social media. So yeah, like I said, just be true to who you are. But that being said, like if you want to like work on yourself, do that. Do that before you get into a relationship. And also, my other relationship tip for people who are just getting into one or they're thinking about like dating and stuff, just like know what you're willing to tolerate. Like nobody's perfect. I'm certainly not perfect. I got a lot of flaws. But you can't expect like the person that you're gonna fall in love with to be like an angel. Like absolutely perfect, no flaws, because like that's not real. Everybody has flaws. So like think to yourself, like what for me is the priority? Like what am I looking for? Um, and then like what am I willing to tolerate, you know? Am I willing to like stick it through hard times with this person for the next, I don't know, 50, 60 years? Like that's a very valid question you need to ask yourself. Let me read this chat. Allison is live. Thank you. Yeah, you weren't here before, but it was I was so confident. I was like, I'm gonna use my new camera and I'm gonna like the quality is gonna be amazing. And then all of a sudden my screen goes black. So then I'm like, well, shoot. I don't know if I'm kicked off or whatever, if my connection is terrible. So I spent the last like Gosh, it felt like an hour, but I spent the last, like, 5 to 10 minutes, like, trying to, like, figure out how to go back on live until I just had to succumb using my silly little MacBook webcam. But I hope that the quality is decent enough. Um, Someone said, "Yeah, never change yourself for a man." Never change yourself for anybody, it doesn't even have to be men. Like, if somebody wants you to be somebody else and they're telling you, "Oh, can you be more like this?" or blah, 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 just be like, "No, I am me, so take it or leave it." What age were you when you had your first relationship? I was in college. So honestly still a baby. My parents actually so it's funny because I don't know if I will call it trauma, but I've had a lot of like anxiety about being in a relationship before I got into the one I am now. And that's because my parents like instilled in me from like high school is like don't like be with men right now. Like you need to focus on studying. So I was like scarred. I was like, okay. So ever since then, I became man repellent. And I was like, I don't want guys to look at me. I don't want to talk to them. It's all platonic. Um, yeah, until I got to college and I'm like, yeah, I'm a free woman. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Yeah, feel free to like do other things while you're watching me. You could like be reading I don't know if you would want to be reading because I'm like yapping away, but like go on a walk or something. I don't know. Let's see what other questions people asked me. Oh, they asked me like life advice and life tips, and that's something I'm actually trying to incorporate more into my content. Is I really want to start talking about like my experiences um, as a person because I've gone on a lot of self development journeys, especially this past year. And I think the biggest thing when you grow up and you're in your 20s is you don't have school anymore. You don't really, sometimes your hobbies will change. So the things that used to like define you, like, oh, I'm a student or, oh, I am like an athlete, are not necessarily true anymore. So all of a sudden when things change and you're not necessarily like doing the same things you used to do, that can really be a big um, shock for people. And then they're like, well, I don't have any hobbies because my only thing was school. Yeah, same. Like, I stopped doing everything that made me happy. Um, I graduated early from college, like one semester early. So I had a lot of time on my hands. And my mom was telling me, she's like, oh, just take a break. Like you've been working so hard, just take a break. Just like do nothing. And I looked at my mom and I was like, me doing nothing? I think not. So that's when I started YouTube. And I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I grew up being a performer. I um I was actually an actor, not gonna lie. I say not gonna lie, like, oh, it's no big deal. But I did it for like majority of my life, probably since I was like 5 or 6, and that is, like, the one thing that did define me. Besides everything else, like, I loved theater, I loved acting, so I spent, like, the majority of my school and my childhood going on auditions, filming self-tapes, memorizing lines, being in plays and musicals, and, I loved it. Until I got to college, and that's when I don't know if I can swear on here because I keep it PG, but that is when stuff hit the fan. Stuff hit the fan and life got real. And in all my classes, my professors, they were talking about like taxes and how to make a living, like being an actor. And I was like, oh, like I didn't realize this was gonna be like a huge concern of mine going into this career. I just like theater, I just like performing. So big shock to me, but I'm so grateful that I sort of had that wake up moment because I realized this isn't the career for me. Even though I love performing, like I don't know if I'm willing to wait maybe 5, 10 years before I get a break, before I get hired, before I get cast. So that's a big reason why I started YouTube is I was so lost and I thought acting was gonna be like the main thing I was doing. I told people, I'm like, I'm gonna be an actor. And then I realized I don't want to do acting anymore. And then I was pretty confused. So I started YouTube to sort of, I want to say, like, quench that thirst or feed the hunger of needing to create and needing to perform. And I love it. I love it so, so much. Um, I think I can say names on here. Aditi, or they said not related, but spent a whole day thinking of leaving medical school after 2 years. Watching you is relaxing. Oh, that's so sweet. No, I'm really glad that you're actually taking the time to question things. Never be like just okay, or just be like being okay with like the place you're at if you're not happy. It's one thing to like have acceptance for the way that some things are, because things are out of our control sometimes, but the things you can control, like your career, your hobbies, the things that you do, the people who you surround yourself with, if you're not happy, like do something about it. This is your life, you just get one of it. So take matters into your own hands. I'm doing my college work right now. I hope I'm not distracting you. I get very passionate when I speak, as you can tell. So again, I'm like very cognizant of like the way I'm talking. Is the sleep ring worth it? Oh, this ring? I actually like it. I thought I wasn't gonna like it when the guy like reached out to me. I didn't know. I'm always so skeptical about emails that I get, because I'm just like, is this a scam, or is this like legit? But it's actually legit. It's a ring similar to the Aura ring, if you guys know, that tracks things like movement, your heart rate, your sleep pattern, your stress. And I'm a very stressed person. So when I like got it for the first time, I'm like, this is amazing. I can actually see like what time I'm stressed, how much I'm stressed during the day. It's pretty insightful, but with everything, take it with a grain of salt. It's not going to like, I don't know, it's not going to like change everything about your life, but it's helpful to know. So I do recommend, if you guys want to buy it, if you go like on their website, ultrahuman.com, or on one of my recent videos, my nighttime routine, self-care routine. I also mention it more in detail there. So go check that one out. Okay. It's like I'm getting a little heated. I'm like very much invested to talking to y'all, and I love it. Even though, yes, it is a one-sided conversation. No, like I appreciate your guys' feedback, and I appreciate for sticking with me, even though we had some technical errors, and I feel like I dropped off the face of YouTube, but we're back. More questions people asked me in my survey. What are my values? That's a good question. I believe in having integrity and being honest, which means like being authentic. Like I said, I have a very good radar for telling when people are not honest and not genuine. I think one of my strengths is like is being honest and having good intentions. I really care a lot about like my friends and my family. I show up for people. Like I've literally flown to different states just to see my friends, which I thought was common. Like I thought, if you care about somebody, you would show up for them and go the extra mile, even if that meant hopping on a plane. But contrary to my belief, that's not necessarily the case for everybody. So I think finding more people who are going to go out of their way to help you or to comfort you and to support you, you need more people like that in your life. Surround yourself with people who actually care about you. You may think, oh, these people care about me, like they're willing to bend over backwards for me. No, let's say you get a flat tire and you're in like the middle of nowhere. Who's the first person you're going to call? Like, or who are the first 3 people you're going to call? That is what you should be focusing on, right? Is the people who actually care about you as a person, and not what, you necessarily like are going to give them. Relationships should not be transactional, right? I love my family because they're my family and they've been there for me through thick and thin, not necessarily because, oh, they give me free food and, oh, I get to, like, use the water and the electricity. That would be very, very silly. I seem very genuine. Thank you. I try. It wasn't always like this. Um, I was talking about this to my mom today because we usually meet regularly just to like talk about life and stuff. And I was like talking to her that when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. Like, I didn't have a lot of girl friend relationships, which bugged me because like all the girls around me who were like popular, I had so many friends. And I looked into myself and I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, is there something about me that these people don't like? Or am I annoying? Am I obnoxious? Like, is it my voice? Is it my face? Like, am I ugly? Um, so has that like thought, that limiting belief has stuck with me for a very long time. And it kind of shows up sometimes. And I'll get like triggered or, I'll start spiraling in like a certain like thought pattern, which is very dangerous. But realizing that it literally like anything people do has nothing to do with you. You know, anything people say or do has nothing to do with you. It's all based on like just how they react to things. It could be something they're struggling with in their own life. Everybody has their own stuff that they're going through. So never compare yourself to somebody else's journey. Or if they react badly, don't be like, oh, well, they reacted badly because of me. No, they reacted badly because of something they're dealing with and they don't realize it. Wow, very insightful. Um, speaking of family and stuff, I did want to talk about like those expectations, especially of people that you see online. Obviously, I put myself online, so you pretty much see like most parts of my life. I'm being like straight up with you. Pretty much like my videos on YouTube is a very, very close representation of my actual life. Like nothing is sugar coated, nothing is being fake. This is like real. My background is real. um, but it's not all like glitz and glamour. I'm not super rich and I don't live in like a high rise apartment, even though I want to. Um, like I don't. And I used to get very jealous, and sometimes I still do, of like my friends or other influencers online who have that lifestyle and they're living independently. I'm how old am I? 23. I'm 23. And when I see other 23-year-olds or people younger than me, like being an adult or whatever it means to be an adult, I get insecure because I'm like, I don't feel like that. Like I live at home with my parents. I spend a lot of time with them, which I love. I love that I'm able to be close by my family, and I'm so grateful that I have family members to love and to spend time with. But it's hard balancing being a good daughter, being a good granddaughter, like, my life at home versus, oh, I'm independent. I'm figuring my identity. Oh, I'm killing it in my career. It's hard to balance those. So you're definitely not alone if you feel like, oh, I'm behind in life because I live at home with my family, or oh, I'm behind because like I don't drive my own car, or I feel behind because I don't live by myself in like a super nice apartment. Like I really want you to understand that it's not real what you see online most of the time. It's not real. You don't know if they're getting help, if that influencer has like a trust fund, or maybe they come from a wealthy family, or maybe like they've been saving their money for like a decade and you didn't see the before. So don't compare again, don't compare your journey to somebody else's. It's very manicured on social media. Okay, quick matcha break. I feel like I'm getting so distracted. I'm not even focusing on my makeup right now, so I don't even know if it looks good, but I just love talking to y'all. And my matcha is cold at this point. That's okay. It still tastes amazing. Let me see. What other questions I get? So I did this survey to see like what kind of content people want from me. And like I pretty much knew a lot of people want like skincare videos, which I'm happy to do. But I also love talking about this kind of stuff like life and like sharing the things that I've learned. So if you want me to do more videos like that, then let me know, please. I'd love to just talk about my experience and really connect on a more personal level, than just what's on the surface. You should be a motivational speaker for real, for real. I have a lot of work to do, but one day. Is there any country you want to visit? That's a good question. I love to travel, so there's probably like a dozen countries that I would love to visit. I think one that has been on my bucket list for a while is Italy. I Maybe it's the thought of Italy, or maybe I've just seen too many Pinterest photos of Italy, but it's such like a romantic country. Um, I know that it's like very heavily populated with tourists, but I don't mind. Like, hey, I'm a tourist. Actually, yes, I have visited Turkey, surprisingly. I was very young though. My parents, we went on like a kind of a business thing. I was too young to understand why we went, but we went to Turkey. And the only memory I have of Turkey is like us going into a rug store to buy an authentic Turkish rug that we then shipped to my house. I think we still have it, but the quality of the rugs are so good there. They're just made with the most like intricate detail. They're gorgeous. They last decades. They will last you an entire lifetime. So yeah, if you want a good quality rug for your home, for your living room, just take a trip to Turkey. Well, I hope you get to travel to Italy soon. From Nepal. I actually had a friend from high school who was from Nepal. But actually, I feel like I don't really know a lot about the country. So I don't know if he like looked like he would be like from Nepal, but he looked more like just like Asian, ethnically ambiguous. But he was a really nice person. We actually did theater together. And I think he still does theater now, or he performs or something along that line. I don't know what part of Turkey I went to, unfortunately. Maybe like the capital, Istanbul? I don't really know. I was super young. What's my job? So, I um I am an aesthetics instructor. So I teach skin. I teach a lot of theory about the skin. And YouTube is my other job. Yes, this is a job for me because I'm like really pouring my heart and soul into YouTube, but I love it so much. I really do. So to me, like, yeah, there's sometimes like I don't necessarily like love YouTube and I'm not like excited, but at the end of the day, like, yeah, I love doing this. It's so much fun for me. But yeah, at my other job, teaching cosmetology, or not cosmetology, I teach aesthetics at a cosmetology school. I do work with a lot of students. Future estheticians, people who want to become estheticians and like do facials and stuff. I teach them, and a lot of the stuff that I do is closely related to YouTube. Okay, should I do eyeliner now? Actually, I'm gonna my brows really quickly. Again, not really paying attention to my makeup today, which I don't know is a great thing because I am going on a date. So if I look bad, I mean, it's gonna be dark, so it's okay. It's okay. My boyfriend loves me anyway. So funny. We're going to get Italian food, I think. We're like celebrating something, so we're gonna get like pasta and pizza. What is my aesthetic? My aesthetic, I don't have one. I wish I did because that would make styling and like organizing so much easier, but I don't really think I have an aesthetic. I know things that I like. I like bright colors like white. I like being clean, things organized. I think my aesthetic is organized. I don't like a lot of clutter around. I get very overwhelmed. So yeah, I would say my aesthetic is more like clean, minimal, but my brain is the opposite. It's very chaotic and disorganized in there. This is a Japanese eyeliner by Can Make. If you can see that. Oh, it's upside down. It's a retractable eyeliner that is so good. One of the best eyeliners I've ever used. Japanese makeup is so slept on, you guys. It's so slept on, but I don't know why, because just the formula, the technology is amazing. I actually bought this powder when I bought this eyeliner, and it's like a marshmallow. No, it's called marshmallow finish powder, but like the powder is so fine and it makes your face like airbrush, like a filter. I give off clean girl vibes. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Because clean girl, it's not just like aesthetic, but it's also like hygienically. Um, I care a lot about hygiene. So I try to be clean at all times. Sorry, when I'm doing eyeliner, it's hard for me to like talk. But maybe I'll just like I will tell a story in this time when I'm doing eyeliner because I can't look at the chat right now. Let's see, what's a story I can tell? So, okay, one time, like in college, this was my freshman year at USC. So, like that school's known for like going hard at tailgates and like football and stuff. And obviously, like people are having a little fun and like drinking and stuff. And I was also doing the same. And I was a freshman, like I really didn't know anything at the time, so I was kind of just like going with the flow. If people were like, "Oh, Allison, like let's drink, like let's have fun," I'll be like, "Okay," like, like yeah. And I didn't realize like how much alcohol I consumed. So I like we were gonna go to a football game like right after the tailgate, um, but it was like a little like walk away, about 10 minutes away, and I was struggling, man. Like I was having such a hard time. I don't know if I should be telling this story because I don't know how old you guys are, but I'm just like I'm being honest, so it's okay. um, I get to the stadium, the football stadium where the game is gonna start. And I'm kind of like leaning against the wall because I don't feel good. Like I have a huge headache. And then I just like projectile vomit on the floor. And my friends, they moved to the other side of the hall. They're like, whoa. And I didn't even realize like how like that was gonna happen. And I felt so embarrassed. So after that, I was like, I'm never drinking that much again. Lesson learned. Don't be like me. My eyeliner looks beautiful. Thank you. It's not done. I have to like brush it out and make the lines a little softer, which is like a hack. I don't remember when I discovered, but it really does help make your eyeliner look really natural. So I'll take like a little short brush like this and I'll just brush out this wing right here. Like that. Thank you. My hair clips are from this like Korean beauty store in Chicago. They sell like Korean skincare and makeup, and Yeah, I bought these. This is like a Japanese like pudding character. I forgot his name. It's like Pumpurin, like pudding. So I saw it. I was like, that's so cute. I bought 2 of them. I have other hair clips besides this one, but they're not as cute. This one's my favorite, and I wear this like when I'm working at my desk. So I'll be like at my computer working, and I have to put these hair clips in because I get so overstimulated when my hair is like in my face. That's why I can't wear my hair down a lot of the time, is because I just get like so overwhelmed. Like I feel like the strand, like, oh my God. Weird quirk of mine, I know, but it's yeah, that's like my personality. I like no distractions when I'm working. And also nobody's like looking at me, so it doesn't matter if like I'm ugly. Okay. Let's see here. I'm done with my eyeliner. Oh, okay. There was like a little speck. So I'm just taking like a spoolie and I'm like scraping it off. If you have like dust or something that falls off when you're doing your eye makeup, you can just like scrape it away with the spoolie. And the spoolie is like the material that's gonna catch any little specks that fall off. Good night. Bye. Good night. It's like 1 in the afternoon for me here, but I don't know like what time it is where you're going. Also, if you didn't like introduce yourself in the chat, like say your name, where you're from, if you're comfortable with that. I'd love to like get to know like where my viewers are based. I'm obviously in Chicago. So that is like where I'm originally from and where I am now. Okay. I'm not breathing. So I'm very like, okay. Oh, something I forgot to do is like my Eggyosol, which is like the under eye fat. So sometimes I like to take this creamy eyeliner and I like to just highlight this area. For some reason, Korean culture is like, Korean beauty standard is just a baby. Koreans love looking super duper young, like a baby. So this like Eggyosol, Eggyo is like baby in Korean, and then sar is like fat. So this is your baby fat right under your eye. So they always like highlight this part. You know, people even get surgery. They get surgery to inject fat into this area, which is crazy. I kind of naturally have that, but I always like was like I didn't think it was like that great of a feature of my face. I was like, that's just how my eye is. But I didn't know people were actually like surgically inserting fat into their eye to make it look more like a baby. But hey, there's a procedure for everybody. That's another question some people ask me. They're like, would you ever get plastic surgery? Or have you ever had plastic surgery? And I'm like, no. I thought that I wanted to get like the double eyelid surgery that a lot of Korean people get. But I don't know, seeing some of those after pictures of like right after they get the surgery, kind of scary. So no. And I've gotten to the point where I like who I am. I don't really have something about me that's like, oh, I wish that was different. Like I am genuinely satisfied with the way that my face is, the way that I look. However, that being said, if anybody wants to get plastic surgery, like by all means, be my guest. It's your life, man. It's your body, it's your face. Like do whatever you want. Like if that's going to make you feel better, do it. Like I really believe everybody has free will. Okay? So don't let people control you. If you want to do something, then just do it. Now, obviously think about it first, right? If there's like big consequences to something or if it's going to endanger somebody's life, and maybe not do that. But you know what I mean? It's a free world. It's a free world. Okay. Then is my eyebrow time. I try not to spend too much time on my eyebrows because I realize the more time I spend perfecting them, the weirder they look. So I'm really going to like not try to fill them in too much and just go for like a natural look. I really love watching you, Chloe Kim and Michelle Choi. They're my favorite Korean YouTubers. I love Michelle Choi. She's actually a person that inspired me to like start my YouTube channel. and like want to vlog and everything, but her life is so much more aesthetic in my opinion than mine. So yeah, I really do like watching her, but it's crazy that like she grew so fast. I remember watching her when she was still in Korea at university, and now she's in New York. She has a house. She's got a man's like, okay, pop off. Yes. Okay. The only problem I have with this eyebrow pencil is that there's no spoolie at the end. So you have to take like a separate spoolie to like brush them out. I really like, let's see, like these eyebrow pencils that have both the pencil and the spoolie on the same tool. But this one's really good because it's like natural. The queen's finally posting and not another live. Okay, when this is over, I'm gonna have to like go to my channel and like see the damage, because I attempted to start like 3 lives because I was trying to get the next live to start, but it wouldn't start and I started freaking out. So I don't know if there's how many live attempts there are on my channel right now. I'm probably gonna have to delete those later. I don't even know if I want to keep the failed first one on my channel because that was only like 10 minutes long and then my screen went black. So I was kind of freaking out. All right. My makeup is almost done here. Low key, I might need to like hurry up because it takes me an hour to get to downtown because of the traffic. The traffic is insane, unfortunately. So I have to like, leave the house a little bit earlier, but it's fine. Like that's just life. Other questions. Someone asked me on my Instagram. They were like, "Oh, do you like magic?" And I was like, "Magic? Sure, why not?" I'll throw my Instagram handle in the chat again if you didn't see it before. But go follow me on Instagram. I post like updates for my videos there. Like I'll let you know when the next video is up if you wanted to know. I don't know if you care, but if you do, you can go see those updates. I also post like things that like posts like that happen over the weekend, my little adventures. So if you're curious and want to know more about my life intimately, go follow me on Instagram. Alrighty. I think that's okay for my eyebrows. Again, not really paying attention to how my makeup is turning out. I'm just so enthralled into our conversation. But a little weird thing I do is I do setting spray before I do my lashes. And the reason for that is because like I've noticed if you spray the setting spray after you put on like mascara and stuff, your lashes, or mine at least, they tend to fall down, which like defeats the purpose of me curling them. So I always like spray the setting spray first, and then I will make sure it is completely dry, because that's another thing. If your eyelashes are wet, then they're gonna not hold a curl. So you have to really make sure that your face is dry. What is the tea? What tea is this? There's no tea. Actually, the only tea that is my matcha. So that's the only tea we're spilling, but no secrets here. I'm an open book. So you can ask me anything. Ask me stuff in the chat. Like, I'd be willing to answer if it's like appropriate. So yeah, once your face is like fully dried, then you can go in with the lashes. So I think that should be good. Right there. I'm literally like so scarred. Anytime I have to spray something on my face, whether it be like a setting spray or like a facial mist, I open my mouth for no reason, and then I get it like in my mouth. Okay, for my lashes, I actually bought these ones from YesStyle because they reminded me so much of, I'll show you. They reminded me so much of these lashes that I bought from Amazon so long ago, like literally over 2 years ago. And I went on Amazon. I was like, oh, I'm running low on these. Like, I need more. And I couldn't find them anywhere. Like the brand discontinued them. So I was like left empty. I'm like, what am I gonna do without my favorite lashes? So I went on YesStyle and I found these. I found these that look exactly the same. So I'm so happy. The only problem with them is like there's only one length, like lash length. So I think they look like not weird, but it's more like Vavoom than my natural lashes. But I don't mind it because I'm going on a date, like I said. Favorite music. Hello, favorite music artists. I like hip hop artists. I would say my favorite rapper is, well, it was Big Sean, if you know who Big Sean is. But I don't know. I've heard some things about him, so it kind of makes me not like him as much. But I love his girlfriend, Janae Aiko. She's so pretty. She's like the prettiest woman on this planet. Sorry, there's like a fly in my face. She's so pretty. I believe she's half Japanese. And I'm like, her facial structure, like just everything about her, her aura. She's like a super like spiritual person. She meditates. She has like those singing bowls, and she's such a vibe. I get a lot of peace just from looking at her. And whenever she performs, her dresses are banging. Like they're so pretty. They fit like a glove. I love her style. I used to like go on Pinterest and look up Janae Aiko outfits, and I would try to find somebody that like, or no, find like an outfit that I could recreate. Random. What brand would you recommend for someone who wants to get into makeup? I really want to try the no makeup look. Brand, just any Asian brand, any Korean or Japanese brand, because Korean and Japanese makeup is like subtle, and it kind of like lacks pigment, which you're gonna think is a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. For example, this is a recent eyeshadow palette that my cousin gave to me, and the colors aren't like super in your face. If I swatch this for you, like I'll take I don't know, let's just take this pink color, right? And I just swatch that on the back of my hand. You can see it, but it's like not like super in your face. So if you want that no makeup look, any Asian makeup, it will still like have a very like soft, beautiful look, but it's not like Western makeup where like everything's super bright and pigmented. So it's a good like beginner makeup, because even if you make a mistake, it's really forgivable. You can like blend this out super easily, and it's not gonna like look terrible, which I need because I make a lot of mistakes. I love watching your videos, and you are one of my favorite celebrities. Thank you. I don't know if I'm a celebrity, but to you, I am. So that makes me feel so happy. I'm glad that you find value in my videos. That is my hope for anyone who comes across my channel, is that you like leave feeling inspired, or you leave with like a new piece of information. That's all it really is. Like, I am not better than you. You are not better than me. Like, we're on the same playing field. So like, I'm just passing along information that I've gained and like experience, and hopefully that'll make your life better. Don't make the same mistakes as me. Only one of us needs to do that. And I've already done that mistake, so just learn from me. Okay. It's my favorite mascara of all time. It's my favorite one. This is the Kill Lash by Cleo mascara. If you got short Asian lashes that never like to hold a curl, and like they are literally invisible, you need this one. It will like just lengthen your lashes, make them look like you have a lash lift. This is so good. It's so good. So I will just like, I don't know, my lashes are like kind of weird. I'm trying to use this like eyelash serum, but I haven't been very consistent. Yeah, I'm not being consistent with it. I try to put it on every night, but I forget sometimes, or I'm lazy. Here's one thing about me though. I have a fear of getting styes, because I used to get styes a lot, and they're so annoying because you have to like put a warm compress on them so that it'll go down. It's essentially a big eye pimple, and they're painful, and it ruins my whole face. So I hate getting them. So I'm really like cautious about stuff I put near or on my eye. And I spend a lot of time doing my mascara sometimes because I want each individual lash to be defined. Leave no man left behind. I'm really bummed though that my other camera like just completely cut out because I was so excited to use it and people were telling me like, oh, the quality's so good. I was like, thank you. And then it just died. Not the battery, but like the screen went black. And so that's why the first live was a fail. It failed and it was super embarrassing, but you know, you live and you learn. In a week, is it gonna matter? No, because I'm gonna go live more often and I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure it out and why my camera just like, I don't know, just like went bye-bye. Okay, I see somebody's question that I'm gonna answer like when I'm done. You said you have acne prone skin. Do you have any spot treatment that works for you? Yes. Type it in the chat. Lion Pear acne cream. I talk about it in my other videos all the time. It is a spot treatment. It's a Japanese acne cream you put right on top of the pimple, and it will reduce the inflammation like overnight. Now, that being said, is it going to like totally erase the pimple overnight? No, but the bump you have, like the pustule, the head of the pimple, the inflammation will go down. So it's so good for that. Anytime I see a pimple emerging, I immediately slap it on. I was like, get this on my face right now. This is not happening to me. Okay, now I'm going to actually apply my false lashes. My lash glue is like so disgusting, dude. Like the whole opening of the tube is like so sticky. I don't know how to prevent that though. Okay. Moving on. Let me move my matcha out of the way so I don't spill the whole thing everywhere. So basically how I do my lashes, I'll take it with a tweezer. You gotta be really gentle with these because they can honestly like rip. Like even a new lash can just rip if you pull it too hard, so be careful. And I literally suck at cleaning my lashes, so I'll pick the glue from the previous time I wore them. I'll pick the glue off, and then holding it with my finger, I'll just apply the glue. This is so good. This brand Duo, amazing. They have a tube version, but I like the brush on. It's just so much easier. And then I will take it on my tweezer again and okay. Just stick it on my eyeball. This does require practice. So if you're not good at it the first time, it's okay. Girl, me too. I sucked the first time. You gotta find like a technique that works for you. So I kind of like half close my eye so I can still kind of see like where it's going. But I got monolids, so yeah, I have like a different technique. Okay. So I'll do like 2 of these and then I'll move to like the next row and then I'll do them. Hopefully like I'm not going off camera for this part. Okay. Second one on. And then when they're like still a little wet, just like press them into your eye so that they hold. Let's see, other questions people asked me. I wrote this down because I came prepared. I came prepared for this live. Life advice. Honestly, everything you want out of life is on the other side of fear. Truly, like everything you want out of life is possible if you just stop being afraid. Like stop being afraid you don't deserve it, stop being afraid other people are going to judge you, like stop being afraid of like like whatever like people think of you, like that. None of that matters. Like none of that matters because the only person that cares is you, truthfully. That's a harsh reality, but the only person that cares is you. So like make yourself the judge, right? If you like if you ever get discouraged, just know that like everybody's going through the same thing. and everybody's too focused on themselves to like even care about you. So that takes the pressure off, I guess. Do you have any simple tips for acne scars? Acne scars? Like dark spots? I would just say like use like vitamin C or niacinamide to fade them. For deep scars though, you do have to get like a laser procedure to get those like etched off, but it's doable. Also increasing collagen production, using red light therapy. Red light therapy is so underrated, but it's great for increasing collagen production and helping to grow like new skin. My English is so good. Thank you. I am English is my native language, so I hope my pronunciation is good. I hope my speaking ability is good and that I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but sometimes I don't. So you just gotta fake it till you make it. Then for my inner corner, because obviously like these lashes are like way too big, I take a smaller lash I got from like a different brand, and I'll also just put that on the inner corner. I can't believe I'm multitasking this good. Like I've never done this before. I've never done YouTube, but I haven't done any lives on any platform before. I'm shocked at how well I'm holding up. But yeah, if you have any questions for me at all, let me know in the comments. I'd love to answer them, or just like tell me about yourself. Like what's going on with you? Does anybody have plans for the weekend? I don't know what day or the time it is for you guys if you're watching this, but I'm going on a date. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. Anybody else? It's fall. My boyfriend and I are like, we're trying to find more scary movies to watch because obviously it's like spooky season. And then the one that we watched, it's on Netflix. I don't even know if I should like tell you because you might get scared and I don't want you to like hate me if I tell you this movie and you go watch it, but it was scary. It was so scary that I actually have seen it twice now. I started watching it because I'm Korean and also in Chicago. Oh my god! Wait, let's link up. Let's link. I want to meet you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. It's hard being a creator in Chicago. Different places, like when I was in LA, oh my god, everybody and their mother was an influencer. In Miami, everybody's an influencer. In New York, everybody's good creative. But in Chicago, like Chicago is just like it's mostly people who work like actual jobs, who have a 9 to 5, and like there's not many creators. So I've been trying to reach out, branch myself out, and try to like meet more people and like put myself out there, which includes like having to message people I don't even know, which is so scary for me. I'm like, what are they gonna think of me? Am I being annoying? Oh my god, they're gonna read this message and they're gonna be like, who is this girl? Like, why is she texting me? But honestly, thank you for saying that. If you follow me on Instagram, like let's talk. Let's meet up. Wow, I feel like I just made a new friend, but you guys are all my friends. If I could like meet up with everybody, one day that'll happen. One day, if I arrange a meetup somewhere, one day I'll be able to meet you guys. But there's a lot more work I have to do in order for that to happen. Okay. I'm on the second lash of my left eye. I don't know why I'm like narrating everything that I do. I'm just trying to like keep y'all like entertained. Or maybe you like it being silent. I don't know. I'm almost done though, I swear. It feels like I've been doing this for forever, but I could honestly stay here all day long. Like I don't mind. I would honestly love talking to y'all like all day long, but my boyfriend's waiting for me. I think he's in a meeting right now. I have the exact same palette. Wait, which one? Which palette? Is it the... Wait a second. Is it this one? This one's really good. My cousin gave this to me. And I thought like the design was so cute and the colors are so cute. I have way too many eyeshadow palettes though. I have to donate some. I would be like, oh, do you guys want some? But that's not sanitary I would never give you like my old used makeup. That's gross. It's 1948 right now in the UK for the weekend. I have to go to English tuition. No problem. It's okay. You don't have to be sorry. I appreciate you for coming on though, and commenting on my videos. That means a lot to me. But yeah, go do your thing. Go do your thing. I've always wanted to visit London, or I don't know if you live in London. But I've always wanted to visit the UK. This is like a fun, weird fact about me, but I love the Beatles. I love the Beatles so much. Paul's my fave. I don't know what got me into them. I think I was just like on Google. No, sorry, on YouTube. And I saw the music video of Hey Jude where Paul's like singing to the camera like directly in his velvet suit playing the piano. I'm like, what is this magical music I've never heard in my life? This is like the best song ever. And then I went down a rabbit hole. I was like, every Beatles song. I'm like, I have to know everyone. So I started learning all of them on guitar. And I know like every single solo, guitar solo from them. But yeah, I love the Beatles. I wish they were still around. I wish they were still together so I could go to a concert, but no, unfortunately. Paul is doing good though. Paul and Ringo are doing well. They're like 80 something, but they're still touring, which is crazy. Like by the time I'm 80, I'll probably be like all shriveled up, like in my rocking chair. But no, they're full on like touring, traveling the world, meeting fans. Like that to me is like the epitome of passion. Is having a career you love so much that you will do it until the day that you die. Um, I hope to be doing this till the day that I die because I love it a lot. I live in Birmingham. I don't know where that is, but that sounds like a cool place, Birmingham. Yeah, one day I will go to London and I will visit Liverpool and I'll go to the Beatles Museum and I will just like live in my fantasy. Maybe I'll walk Abbey Road. I'll dress up in a suit like Paul. I'll have no shoes on and I'll just like walk Abbey Road by myself. I won't even have any other people standing next to me. I'll just by myself. Can you tell us what your skincare routine is? Yeah, I went over it a little bit, but I'll just quick rundown. Cleanser, the Soy Face Fresh Cleanser, the toner that I always use in like every single video because it's that good. Serum, this is good for fading dark spots. It's like has niacinamide in it. This is a blemish cream. If you have acne prone skin, combination skin, sensitive skin, oily skin, this is so good. It's really like gel like. It's water based, non irritating, no scent. Chef's kiss. And then sunscreen. It's a very basic skincare routine, but I'm back to the basics, people. Like I was doing too much with my skin and it was like freaking out. And I thought, oh, the reason I have acne is because I have acne prone skin. No, it's because I had damaged my skin barrier. Okay, so learn from me. Don't do too much. Just stick to the basics. If it's working, it's working, you know? The last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a brown eyeliner and like a pen like this, and I'm just gonna like quickly fill in my inner corner. Because if you leave this part like empty, it looks weird. At least on me, I feel like it looks weird. So I'll just like trace the inner corner like a little bit. Maybe next time I should have music, right? I should have music playing in the background. So that it's not silent if I decide not to talk. Hi, I love your. Thank you. Thank you, Lori. I don't know if I can say people's. I feel like I can because it's in the chat, right, Lori? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you are finding value in them and you enjoy watching. That's my hope. So I appreciate your kind words. I want to do more lifestyle, life advice stuff. So stay tuned for that. I hope people aren't angry with me that they're like, we want more skincare, which I will keep doing. But I feel like, I don't know, I want to like talk more about like life and stories and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna take these pins out. I probably have to recurl like my bangs, but oh gosh, my hair is like an absolute mess. I used my Dyson my Dyson Airwrap. I used it on wet hair because how this works is it uses air and hot air to form the hydrogen bonds in your hair that will hold the curl. So it's not using really heat, it's mostly using the hydrogen bonds. Hello? The hydrogen bonds to curl your hair. But sometimes it's a little bit too much. So I will just like brush them out a little bit. I have the worst like growth at the top of my head. So sometimes what I like doing is I will take this little hair balm that my friend got for me when she went to Tokyo or Japan. And you just go like this, and any flyaways, it'll like smoothen. So this is cool. The other thing I like to do is take a hair oil. I never know how to pronounce this brand. Kerastase, right? It's really expensive, which I didn't know, but my grandma gave it to me. She's like, "Oh, I found this in my bathroom." I'm like, "Give that to me. I'll use it." So she was gonna give it to me anyway. So I'll take just a pump of this, and then like go like this, and then just like run through my hair a little bit. If you have dry ends or you just like want that shine, like restore that shine, this will do the trick. I want you to choose with me because we're now having dinner with the family. Should I wear a dark blue dress, a light yellow dress, or a gray dress? Well, I don't know what the dresses look like. So whatever you feel best in. Like if I don't know, let's say you weren't gonna go to dinner, like you're gonna go to like a fancy event. I don't know if it's fancy, but you know what I mean. Like, what do you feel the best in? Um, what is the easiest? Does it have pockets? Because if it has pockets, it's a game changer right there. But yeah, whatever you feel the best in. But yeah, I'm done with my makeup. This is the finished look. Do I look good? I'm gonna go on my gonna get my day started, go on my little date. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys hopping on here. It honestly felt like such an intimate conversation that I'm having with y'all. So I appreciate you guys joining. But yeah, next video is coming out next week. So stay tuned for that. And also my skincare exciting project. I'm so excited to launch. It's coming out in the next few weeks. So I'll send like reminders and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when that's gonna come out. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys. I'm gonna end the stream now, so you can hop off, but bye.